Thank you, and a huge welcome back to the choir as well. I'll endorse the welcome that Fiona has shared with everyone, those of you gathered here and those gathering with us online. Sit back and relax, because I'm going to do a longer reflection to make up for the past weeks that I wasn't here. Just be you. The invitation of Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount is to just be you. Be simply you. Accept you. Love you. Live you. Live your own truth. Not selfishly, but with justice, with kindness, and with your God. For many, this sounds very selfish and maybe impossible and impractical, because we are trained to be useful, to be needed, to be the helper, to be the provider, the caretaker that always cares for others, and the list goes on. Yes, that's true. That's who we are meant to be. We need all that training. But have you been taught how to belong to yourself? Because to be helpful and useful for others begins with you. Be you first before you are and can be for anyone else. Just be humanly you, and nothing less. Being human encompasses a rich tapestry of qualities that shape our thoughts, our emotions, and our actions, that shapes our living and our way of being. And there are pillars within that keep a person humanly intact and complete, namely consciousness, self-awareness, emotional depth, empathy, creativity, resilience, curiosity. I come from a weaving culture, and these qualities that make a human behold the beauty of being, they are like the pandanus strands that are woven together to bring out the beauty of a mat, or the strings that are woven together to bring out the strongest of ropes. The words of Jesus in this sermon definitely equip us with enough to be humanly intact and to be the best version, first class, first-rate version of ourselves. It's not doctrine, it's not law, because Jesus never taught doctrine or law. It's not about perfection either. He taught reality and authenticity, asking his hearers and followers like us to embrace the reality of our own experiences. If we hear Jesus' words for what they are without prejudice of what we've been told about the Beatitudes, we realize that Jesus says exactly what psychologists and therapists would say, just using different wordings. It is about encouraging, and it's being more practical when we hear Jesus' words in the reality of our ordinary, everyday language. For example, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth." What does that mean? What does it look like? It simply says, the humble, the gentle, and the patient experience the blessings of such unspeakable joy, indescribable freedom, and strong inner peace. The freedom to be yourself is a gift that only you can give yourself. And once you do, no one can take it away. Such freedom, such peace is what earth and heaven put together look like. How will those who mourn be comforted? Our mourning is honoring of our love, our appreciation of the deceased, and our relationships. And at the time of mourning, the good memories of the departed become not only our source of comfort, but inspiration for the continuing journey of the living. With that are blessings of increased strength, of empathy, and of emotional depth. What about hunger and thirst for righteousness? That they be filled. It simply means being committed and dedicated to choosing to be good and do what is good. At the end of the day, all of that come back multiplied. What goes around comes around. The heart of the forgiven is a forgiving heart. A pure heart that sees God means a good heart sees goodness. Peacemakers are children of God. That's who we are meant to be as the family of humanity. Being you, honestly doing what's good, means there'll be challenges, persecutions, blaming and shaming, violence and even hatred, also known as inhumane actions. So it's better, maybe it's a little better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for what you are not. Just be humanly you, because the words of Jesus was never meant to be used. Our humanity was never meant to be used as an excuse for doing inhumane things. I'm hearing the sermon delivered on the mountain a little differently, with my Tongan context. An island with no mountains, we have a saying, "Hey Janet, tonga mo'unga ki he loto," meaning the mountain of Tonga is the heart of people. Jesus' words speak directly to my heart about the notion that the tallest mountain for me to ever climb is my own heart. And the strongest mountain that protects me and brave any kind of weather is also my own heart. For me, Jesus ascending to the mountain is actually entering my heart with words that make me attentively listen to understand as the reality of being human and being spiritually formed. We often approach the Beatitudes as an impossible challenge for ordinary living, that only the righteous and the greatest of saints are up to the task. Jesus turns that view upside down. His words are meant for everyone, that in facing challenges, we have the quiet inner strength. That's when we grow. That is called spirit. In religion, psychology calls it discipline. We all have that quiet strength that guides us through each situation to be more grounded, more grateful, and more alive to our God within us and around us. It's about strengthening each heart to be as humanly realistic, with a soul that often bends with the situations, but does not break. It keeps a person honest when no one's watching, and it keeps hope alive when despair knocks on your door. Affirming us to just be. Imagine Jesus saying, if you're looking for the one person to change your life, look in a mirror. Stop begging for approval and living according to external expectations. It's time to invest in yourself and live the changes that you'd like to see. The prophet Micah succinctly sums up the Beatitudes, saying to us, you've been told of what is good and what is required of you, but to do justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with your God. In everyday language, just be you. We owe it to ourselves, and the church owes it to itself, to embrace the human Jesus more honestly and genuinely, realistically. For it is the human Jesus that inspires us individuals to be fully human and inspires honesty in the practice of Christianity. May we be bold enough to do so. Amen.